Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Delapenna, and I have a story for you. It's not actually my favorite book, but it is a book by one of my favorite authors. And I happen to have it home with me. And since Easter's coming very soon, I thought this would be a good story to read. This is the story called The Easter Egg by Jan Brett. Jan Brett is a really well known author and illustrator. You'll notice in her illustration, she has lots of great details. She also does predictions in each of the pages about what's going to be happening next in the story or about other characters that are coming up in the story. And then she also has a little character who is in all of her books. Many of her books are gingerbread stories. But she also has a series of books about a hedgehog. His name is Hedgie, and she loves hedgehogs. So she always hides a hedgehog somewhere in her book. So as you read any of her books, that might be something that you want to do is go on a little hedgehog hunt. And I will point out where the hedgehog is hiding in this book when we get to it. The Easter egg. The Easter egg. Cheer up. Spring is here. Time to start on my first ever Easter egg, Happy said. Each year, the bunny who decorated the winning egg got to help the Easter rabbit hide the eggs on Easter morning. And that picture of the robin is an important picture because that is a character that you'll be seeing later in the story. Happy had been dreaming about being that bunny all year long. Now it was time to get started. Everywhere Happy looked, rabbits were working on dazzling eggs. Oh, I need an amazing idea, he thought to himself. Happy spotted Flora Bunny planting spring wildflowers in her eggs. The Easter rabbit would love those colorful flowers, he thought to himself, so he started picking flowers for his egg too. Here's a basket for your flowers, Happy, Flora said. Chop, chop, scrape, scrape. Happy spied Buster Birch carving a magnificent wooden egg. Oh, I wish I had some wood for my egg, he wished out loud. Here you go, Happy, Buster Birch said, and he put a smooth, round piece of wood in Happy's basket. Oh, thank you, Buster, Happy said. There's that carved wooden egg. Happy was hopping along when the smell of the sweetness led him out of the woods and straight to the chocolate egg that Aunt Sassafras was decorating with creamy frosting squiggles and bows. Oh, hello, Happy, she said, and she put some chocolate squares into his basket. Hippity hop, Happy exclaimed. I'll make the Easter rabbit a chocolate egg so sweet that it will make his whiskers tingle. Then Happy saw Granny Irony. She was decorating one of her fabulous story eggs. First, she traced the design on the egg with a special tool. Then she dipped the egg in pots of yellow, green, orange, and red dye, adding to the design each time. Happy couldn't believe his eyes. Oh, I'll never make an egg that beautiful, he told Granny Irony. She smiled. Try, she said, giving him one of her special tools. I think those are so pretty. And how nice of his friends. They're all giving him things to make his egg. Happy was hopping by Hans Vanderrabbit's garden when he spotted an extraordinary egg. Hans was painting a portrait of the Easter rabbit so real on the egg that it looked like it was alive. Fantastic, Happy exclaimed. Thank you, Happy, Hans said. Why don't you try to make a painting on your egg? He gave Happy pots of paint and a fine brush. And there's that portrait. As Happy bounced along, a loud boing nearly knocked him off his feet. It was a whirling, twirling, mechanical egg. Whoa, Happy said. That's an unusual egg. Would you like to try to make one? Roberto asked him. Happy tried hard, but the harder he tried, the more parts and pieces just piled up around him. Well, thank you, Roberto, he sighed, but I think I better make the egg that is just right for me. So there's that robot mechanical egg. But I think Happy's right. He should make something that he's good at doing, just like everyone else is doing. Happy hopped back to the woods and laid down under a tree to just think. Making a magnificent, beautiful egg is really harder than I imagined, he thought. I guess I don't have to win the contest, but I just want to make an egg that I can be proud of. Suddenly, the woods rang with a squawking of birds sounding like an alarm. Mother Robin swooped down, calling wildly as if she couldn't decide which way to go. Oh, an egg had tumbled out of Mother Robin's nest, and inside the perfect blue egg was a baby robin that needed its mother to keep it warm and safe until it hatched. So there's the mom, and then right there is that little robin's egg that fell from the nest above. Hoppy knew exactly what he had to do. He hopped over and sat down carefully on the covered the blue egg with his soft, warm fur. I will take care of you the best I can, he whispered, and relieved, the mother robin chirped and settled back down on her own 2 eggs in the nest. So there's Hoppy, and then there is Mother Egg, and she's right above him in the tree sitting on hers. And then you notice that there are still other Easter eggs in there, or Easter eggs being decorated by all the different rabbits for the contest. Hoppy never left that robin's egg. If it was sunny and warm, he carefully turned the egg in its nest of moss. If it was rainy and cold, he kept the egg covered and dry. At night, wild animals passed by, and Hoppy crouched down and stayed hidden in the green ferns. Often he heard strange noises coming from above, but Hoppy never ever ran away. Every day the rabbits worked hard on their eggs. Tadpoles turned into frogs, buds swelled into leaves, and Easter came closer and closer. Finally, it was time for the rabbits to take their eggs to the glen. They had forgotten all about Hoppy, who was quietly sitting on a blue egg underneath the tree and underneath the tall tree in the woods. So there they go. They're heading towards the glen in the woods. That's the opening in the woods. And then there's Hoppy just sitting on his egg. Early the next morning, the rabbits waited for the Easter rabbit, and suddenly a beautiful wagon rolled in towards them out of the mist. So here they're all waiting. There's Hoppy back in the woods, and here comes the Easter bunny being pulled in a wagon. Now this page opens up. Oh, and that wagon stopped. The Easter bunny stepped down from the wagon and admired the decorated eggs one by one. Oh, you have all brought me the most beautiful eggs in the world, but a very special one is not here, he told them all. The rabbits were puzzled. Whose egg could that be, they wondered. And then I want to show you what's happening to Hoppy's egg. Fill my wagon with your wonderful eggs, he said to them, and when I return, I will show it to you. Then he disappeared into the woods. He came back with Hoppy, looking scruffy and bedraggled. Hoppy has an amazing egg to be very proud of, the Easter rabbit told them all. He has kept Mother Robin's egg warm and safe until their baby bird hatched, and she could take care of it. The Easter rabbit placed the empty blue shell in the place of honor atop his wagon, and now they were ready to go. And there's the Easter bunny holding Hoppy's cracked egg where the baby came out. So he won the contest. The rabbits cheered for the egg that had all surprised them. It is our best Easter ever, Hoppy, they all shouted. Then the brave little bunny and the Easter rabbit rode off together to hide the eggs for all the girls and boys to find on that Easter morning. And that is the end of the story. So boys and girls, I hope that you enjoy decorating some Easter eggs at your house. And again, just like Hoppy did, don't worry about what other people in your family are doing with their eggs and decorating them any special way. Just do what makes you feel happy. And I think that is definitely something that will make you feel good about the Easter holiday coming up. So I hope I see you soon. And when we get back to school, if anyone wants to borrow this book to be able to look at it more carefully, please stop down to my room in B7 and I'd be happy to let you borrow it. Take care. Bye-bye.